Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Shenanity Show. So this is a video idea I've been wanting to do more of, especially since the first one I did, which I'll link down below, the first one I did more recently. And I figured now was as good a time as any to get some more bookish quiz videos out there and to just kind of do that because that's what I want to do right now. And I feel like I've done a lot of reading vlogs lately, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break from that and do some other bookish related content here. I have 4 quizzes that I have pulled up, and I'm going to do 2 of them for this video just because the first quiz is kind of short, and then the second 2 I'll do in later videos, and I'll kind of space it out so it's not back to back to back. Both of the quizzes that I'm doing in this video are linked down below in the description. With all that said, let's get into this video because I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so this first quiz is now that book talk is a thing, let's see how many of the most popular books you've read. And this is an older quiz. It's 2021. Right there. June 28th, 2021. So it's probably not going to have books like Fourth Wing or Iron Flame, obviously. And it's probably not going to have some more of the more recent book talk books. But we'll just go with the flow. So check each book you've read. I'm avoiding Sarah J. Maas like the plague just because I'm not interested in reading her books. I'm probably not going to be interested in them. And based on the synopses, not my cup of tea. I've heard mixed things about this book, A Little Life, but it's not going to be my cup of tea based on what I've heard. I've read A Touch of Darkness. Did I read this one? Pretty sure I did. I enjoyed it in the moment, but not something that I would recommend. All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. I've read Cloud Cuckoo Land by him, which I really liked, and I do want to read this one, but it's not going to be for a while. I've heard good things about Aristotle and Dante, but I'm not going to read it just because it's not my cup of tea. Cruel Prince, again, mixed bag. Not my cup of tea though. I've read Circe. I prefer Circe over the Song of Achilles. I said what I said. Caraval, I've been tempted a couple times, not going to. Dance of Thieves, Daughter of the Pirate King. I read this, it just felt very tropey to me and just very YA tropey, which is not my cup of tea. I feel like I'm saying that a lot. Okay, I've read another book by this author. I was just double checking the author's name. And that book is The Last Tale of the Flower Bride, which is on my Book of the Month bookshelf. And I did enjoy that, so I can see myself potentially enjoying this as well. It just might not happen for a little while. Hidden Game, no. House on the Cerulean Sea, no. I'm avoiding Colleen Hoover like the plague as well. I've read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. It was just okay for me. I understand the appeal. It just wasn't my thing. I feel like I'm saying that a lot too, which is a thing with me and book talk books. That's just not my thing. I have been tempted to read this though. I've read The Midnight Library. It was good. I understand the appeal of it, but it just didn't hit the mark for me. The Midnight Circus, very pretty writing, very flowery writing. I can understand why people like it. I feel like I'm saying that a lot too. And I'm sorry if I'm a broken record in this video, or at least for this section of the video. I can understand why people like The Night Circus, but I enjoyed it in the moment. It was another one of those enjoyed in the moment books. It just, after I sat with it for a little while, it just, Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I had to read it for school. I remember liking it. It's just I really like the Bollywood adaptation movie Bride and Prejudice. That's a fun movie. I actually prefer it more than the Keira Knightley 2006 movie, but I feel like that's a hot take, and I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry because I really like Bride and Prejudice, and I'm a big Bollywood girly. I love Bollywood movies, but I haven't watched any in a while. Anyway, back on topic. Punk 57, I haven't even heard of this one. I've heard of the author, but I haven't heard of this book. Red Queen, I tried reading that, but I DNF'd it pretty early in, maybe 15 to 20%. Red, White, and Royal Blue, I've heard good things about it, not my thing. I have to say that the selection was really popular when I was in high school, before I was really on Book Talk, and I think before Book Talk really became a thing. And this, I don't even know what it was about this series that annoyed the heck out of me. I didn't know anything about it when I was seeing my friends reading it, but then I started learning more about it, and I was like, I can understand why I was getting annoyed by these books, even though I didn't know anything about them at the time. Like, the main character's name is America Singer, and she's a singer. I'm sorry, that infuriates me. Okay, Serpent and Dove, no, I haven't read that. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, I've read. I enjoyed it in the moment. I prefer Did You Hear About Kitty Carr, because that one is in the same vein of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. But I honestly think that Did You Hear About Kitty Carr did it better. Shadow and Bone, not gonna read that. Oh, this is by the same author who did Daughter of the Pirate King. Interesting. I haven't read this, but I read This Woven Kingdom by Tahereh Mafi, which I did enjoy. Geez, words. And I just didn't get around to reading the second book, but that's okay. Silent Patient, not gonna read this. Six of Crows, I'm not gonna read this. Song of Achilles, I have read. I did like it. Again, I enjoyed Cersei more. I can't really say why, because I really liked the Song of Achilles as well, but something about Cersei I enjoyed more. These Violent Delights, I did like, and I really liked it in the moment. It just felt more of a popcorn-y read now, looking back at it, rather than a book that I would... How do I phrase this? It's not necessarily a book now, looking back on it and looking back at having read it. It's not a book that I would recommend off the hilltops, you know, but it is a good book. I did like it. This is where it ends. Storm Glass again, avoiding Sarah J. Maas. The Unhoneymooners. The cover always intrigues me, but like, romance is not my thing. I want to read The Vanishing Half, but I'm probably not gonna get it. Words. I'm probably not going to get to it anytime soon. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Okay, show me my results. You checked out more than 60 per... How is that possible? Maybe not a lot of people have taken this quiz. Maybe that's why. Like, I've barely done like a third of it. That's the thing. I'm like under a third. So, yeah. Maybe like around a fourth of those books I've read. So, I don't like the way this quiz phrased this, just because it's like, you know, sometimes one of the things that I've really liked about Book Talk is that it's gotten more people, more recommendations. It's gotten more people into reading. It's accessible, and a lot of the books that Book Talk recommends are accessible to the general masses. So, yeah. I'm not going to go to the library or to the bookstore for any of these books anytime soon, but, you know, yeah. I think that's pretty decent considering the options, but the 10 out of 45. But if it was recent Book Talk books, I probably wouldn't have gotten any. So the second quiz that I am doing is, are you obsessed with books? What does this photo make you feel? Okay, so I'm gonna say I do like reading in bed, around bedtime. I would say that I prefer more reading around bedtime than in bed, because then it's like holding the book up, but then you move to lay on your stomach and it's like your shoulders get tired because it's like you're hunched up. So I prefer sitting in my little reading nook in my room and like right before bed. How does this photo make you feel? Or what does it make you feel? It's kind of like right there because it's like, it's not really drawing me in. I would want to go look at the books and I would want to see more of the covers. That's the thing. The covers are what draw me in, I know. Now this photo is definitely one where you're seeing more covers and it's definitely something that would pick up my eye, so do you see a bit more? Okay. I'm definitely attracted to this. It's definitely kind of high on the radar, like right there. I personally would never set up my books in rainbow bookshelf just because I never have enough of a specific color to make it feel balanced for me. I feel like for me, if I were to ever do this with my bookshelves, the rainbow bookshelves, it would really have to be a situation where I had not necessarily even amounts of each color or the colors that I have on my bookshelf. It would just have to be balanced so that one color doesn't look like it's too many and the other colors don't look like it's too less, you know. I want it to look balanced, and this looks balanced. But the thing is, there are some books where I have a lot of black books. I have a black book section on one of my shelves that I'm looking at right now, but like, and then I have some blue books, but then it's like looking at yellow. I only have like 1 or 2 yellow books, maybe 3, but the third has some orange in it too, and I don't have any orange books. And then there's another section of black books, so it's like it would be a lot of black and then maybe some red and maybe some blue. It just wouldn't feel balanced to me, and that's what would annoy me. So if you do rainbow bookshelves, good on you. Go for it. Keep going for it. I just can't do it. Oh, I love this photo. Okay, strong emotions. Just like, to feel so small in a world of books, that would be amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna, the thing is if we're getting like a kind of a close-ish up photo of books like this one or some of the earlier photos, then like I kind of want to go in and look, but it's like looking at it from like this kind of a distance, I'm not really getting strong emotions either way. I'm getting the emotions that I want to go look and then I want to spend my money. But okay, I do like this photo. I don't like the sandal is holding down the book, but I do like this photo. I like reading on the beach. So okay, I do like this photo as well. Again, you can kind of see the book covers here. You can see more of the book covers here and see what's kind of calling out. Oh, I know that book. I know that book. I know that book. Yeah. You see, it's like you can identify specific books, whereas in the other photos it was harder to identify certain books, you know? I do like this one. I do like this one. This is maybe like right there. The thing is I would want to like turn the pages and feel the pages, so. Okay, I do like older books. So, you know what, let's put it right there. That feels about right for this photo. I don't know how this photo is making me feel. It is kind of neutral. You know, it's kind of like right there because it's like, oh, I get to look up at the books, but, you know. Huh? Oh, is that like a mirror or something, or like a Kindle? Doesn't look like it'd be a Kindle. I don't know. I don't have a Kindle. I have the Kindle app on my phone and on my iPad, but I don't have the Kindle. Oh, strong emotions, rage. Not me going back to double check everything. No, because that one says of rage, and I don't know what that means. Strong emotions, strong emotions, strong emotions, strong emotions, strong emotions. Okay. So that's the only one that is said of rage so far. I'm glad I picked that up. The thing is, if that is like some sort of e-reader, Kindle, again, I wouldn't know because I have my phone and my tablet, which are enough for me. Like, I'm not, okay, let me rephrase that. I have my phone and my iPad on which I have the Kindle up, which works for me. And that might not work for anyone, and that might not work for everyone, and that's perfectly fine. Okay, so I'm gonna say neutral because it's like I am getting some emotions. Like I do kind of like that mirror image there, but it's like it's not rage, and you need to read however it makes you happy to read. Ooh, that's the library I love. Okay, strong emotions. I'm double checking now. That's fun. I'm gonna say like that's kind of like a middle thing though, because I'm like, the thing is with sprayed edges is I'm only gonna get excited about it is the only way I'm gonna get excited about it is if it's for like a Lord of the Rings edition that's really pretty and there's like a special detailing on the sprayed edges that like maybe fans of Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit would like be able to point out and be like, oh, this is that, you know? But if it's just like colored edges, sprayed edges, they're nice, especially when they fit the book, you know? But okay, I do like this photo. What does this photo make you? This makes me feel happy. And I feel like I need a yawn. Okay, that's too close. Oh, that feels cozy. So right there. I was gonna say that this looks too close to that, but that's just me. Oop, one more. Okay. What does this photo make you feel? Okay. Right there. Yeah, I would say right there. I'm done. Okay, I am book obsessed. I was going to be disappointed if I didn't get this. You are obsessed with books on a deep level. Going to the bookstore is dangerous for you. The confetti was getting in the way. You would make out of a library. Okay, you would make out with a library card. I was reading that as like, I wasn't reading that as like making out as in kissing. I was reading that as making out as in like I'm heading out with the library, which is why I paused for a second. But I probably wouldn't do that, but I do use my e-library card a lot on Libby and Hoopla, so. You love books so much deep down in your soul, and okay, I did read that right. And there's nothing you can do about it. Books. Honestly, right. So thank you all for watching this video with me. If you do either of these quizzes, let me know down below in the comments what you get. I really enjoyed doing this video, so it was a nice, really kind of chill video for me to do. This was fun. I'm going to try to do more of these videos more often in the future. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.